Hey, Smoothskin. Hey, you gonna tell me that story already? Come on, man. I got nothing better to do. Tell me.
Okay, Gob, I will tell you the story. I'll tell you the story of the Lone Wanderer. The adventure begins in the vault. Vault 101. It was my birthday. My 10th birthday, to be exact. I think my father and a martyr set the whole thing up. As a big surprise. For weeks on end they did it, and I didn't even know. It was amazing. I remember my father talking to me about how proud he was. And how proud my mother would have been. Then along came the overseer. The same overseer who says you were born in the vault and you will die in the vault. I never did like the overseer, and I don't think he ever liked me or my father. But he did give me a gift. I guess then it was a pretty shitty gift. But now, considering I still have the Pip-Boy 3000 that he gave me, maybe it wasn't a bad gift after all. His intentions were not as a gift, though. But the highlight of the birthday, a martyr, my beautiful friend, had somehow found me a copy of Grognak the Barbarian, issue number 14, with no missing pages. I don't know how she did it. I think she said she found it in her father's belongings. I don't care how, but she was amazing for doing that. I think if I recall right, the next guest I spoke to was Old Lady Palmer. Old Lady Palmer was somewhat of a baker. She used to cook nice meals, and she used to bake amazing sweet rolls. And Old Lady Palmer, God bless your soul, she brought me a sweet roll, just for me. She said I didn't even have to share. Immediately after, I remember the robot fucking up the cake. And when I say fucking up the cake, I really mean it. He absolutely decimated that cake. It's a shame, I was always a fan of sponge cake, but never mind. After the mishap with the robot, Butch and his misfits decided to pick a fight. They wanted my sweet roll. Like hell I was going to give it to him. So I may have mentioned something about his mother. Butch got out of that chair quicker than I've seen any man get out of any chair. And he decided to punch me so hard. Yes, it hurt, but by God it felt good to insult him. And to insult his mother. To cut the rest of the party short, the intercom sounded and my father immediately went over. Something about sending him down. It was me. He wanted me to go and see Jonas about a gift. A surprise present, he called it. This, I was intrigued by.
Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
So I made my way down to the reactor level and seen Jonas. He was standing alone just in front of the door. He made a comment about me being a kid and I wasn't allowed down here, but I seen straight past that disguise. We just had to wait for Father. Father would be bringing the gift. I couldn't see it in his hands. He must have hidden it behind his back.
The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly.
And there it was. My very first gun. A BB gun to be precise, but hey, it's still a gun. If I recall, my aim was a little bit off. I think I hit maybe 3 out of the 5-6 shots that I took. And then a radroach came in. My father wanted me to take care of it. Gunslinging time, BB gun in hand, radroach dead. And Lone Wanderer still alive and still kicking. And then Father wanted a picture together to capture the big game hunter. How adorable. Fast forward 9 years later after that photograph. I'm woken up by the same girl I happened to be dreaming about.
Come on! You've got to wake up! Don't be a smart mouth! This is serious! My father's men are looking for you. They've already killed Jonas. You've got to get out of here! It's your dad. He's left the vault. My father thinks Jonas helped him escape. So he had his men. My God, they killed him. They just beat him and wouldn't stop. Yeah, it's lucky I got here ahead of them, but we can't stand here talking. You've got to get out of here. Not anymore, apparently. But are you honestly telling me you had no idea your dad was leaving? He really didn't tell you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it doesn't matter. I can help you escape. I have my own plan. Listen. There's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into his office. That's how I always get in. We don't have time for this! Trust me, security doesn't know about the tunnel. Just my father, and me. Maybe this pistol I stole from my father will make you feel better. Go ahead, take it. And then let's get out of here. Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck!
So after Amata dropped the bombshell that my father had escaped and Jonas had been killed, it was time to grab the supplies I could and get the hell out of there too. I left my room and I noticed Officer Kendall was beaming towards me. Radroach is there too. I had to do something, so I just opened fire with the 10mm pistol that Amata gave me and took my first life. In a series of unfortunate events, Butch, out of all the people in life, was asking me for help. The same idiot who heckled me as a child and was a massive bully to the vault. Yet this guy wanted my help.
You gotta help me! My mom's trapped in there with the rad roaches! Please, I know I've always been a jerk towards you. I know it. But you can't walk away and let her die just because I was an asshole. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, sure. You can join the Tunnel Snakes. I'll be your best friend forever. Whatever you want. Just save my mom. Oh my God, you're right. I can hear their little scratchy feet coming this way. I gotta get out
I convinced
of here.
Butch to get the hell out of there and just left his mother to rot.
You mean you just let her die, Smoothskin?
Relax, Gob, relax. I went in and I saved her.
What's happening? Butchie, help me! Ow, that hurt!
Just tell us where to find...
And finally, I met up with the Overseer. The same idiot who's been plaguing me and my father for all these years. The same Overseer who had his daughter strapped to a chair, with one of his own goons standing over her, threatening her with a baton. This guy had truly lost the plot. But I needed to speak to him and see if I could leave peacefully.
your friend. I hope you're here to turn yourself in, young man. You're already in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it worse for yourself. I place the good of the vault above everything, even my own paternal feelings. We must not allow sentiment to cloud our judgment. But I admire your protective instincts. Very well. I give you my word that Amata will not suffer further because of your actions. Now then, if you really care about Amata, you will see how dangerous your father's actions were. Hand over your weapons, and put an end to this dangerous situation. There is no need to join your father as a traitor to the vault. A regrettable incident, but sometimes harsh measures are necessary for the good of the vault. Such has always been my lot. Think a moment. If you really care about your fellow citizens, killing me is the worst thing you could do. Without an overseer, the vault would be plunged into chaos and disaster. Surely you can see that as well as I. Come now, turn yourself in and we can resolve this whole thing peacefully. Just because your father betrayed us doesn't mean you have to. Do you think I'm scared of a little snot-nosed punk like you? I was running this vault when you were still crying for your dead mother. You'll get nothing from me. I'll die before I see the safety of the vault compromised again. I've dealt with your kind before, you little snot-nosed punk. You should have run like your coward of a father.
Talking to that idiot solved nothing. We both fought to the death over something so trivial about just letting me leave the vault. And when I say we fought to the death, one of us was buried in that vault. The other one sits here and tells a story about it today. So you can imagine who won and who didn't. I used every bullet in that damn pistol, but my aim was pretty bad. I'd only been using BB guns as a child, so I needed an alternative. The baseball bat that I took earlier on had its moment. I tried to end the Overseer's life quickly with a swift hit from the baseball bat. Baseball bat 1. Overseer's skull 0. I made my way over to the lab when I found Jonas's dead body. I quickly tried to pay respects and take the note that my father had left me, but I didn't have much time. I found the terminal I was supposed to use, and I began to exit the vault. I defended that terminal with my life. I ransacked a few drawers and found some bullets, and just opened fire in the other corridors and the hallways that was connecting this room. Thankfully, I survived and I was able to make my way closer to the vault exit. I found the switch to open the vault. A bright yellow big-ass button thing. All I noticed, there was one lever. That's the only one I needed to use. So I pushed it and the door, the massive vault door began to open.
Good.
Finally, before I left the vault, a martyr turned up for the very last
You
time.
didn't have to kill him.
She was absolutely heartbroken that I'd killed her father. Understandably so. But she understood and appreciated what I had to overcome and what had happened. I always thought we'd have a future together, Amata and me. But at this ended everything. For this I am sorry to Amata, but my destiny was to find my father. I'm sorry, Amata. I always will be.
So you say. Maybe one day I'll be able to forgive you, but not now. I hope you never have to find out what it's like to see your father killed right in front of you. No, don't listen to me. Just go. Find your father. I have to go bury mine. No, I can't. Not with you, not now. You'd better leave before I change my mind about letting you go.
As I ran for the exit, I realized what had happened, and the tremendous effect that was about to occur to my life and to all those vault dwellers. Things were about to change.